Continuing the plot of the previous film, it intercuts three storylines. Frodo and Sam continue their journey toward Mordor to destroy the ring, now aided by Gollum, the ring's untrustworthy former bearer. Merry and Pippin escape their orc captors, meet Treebeard the End, and help to plan an attack on Isengard, the fortress of Saruman. Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli, in their pursuit, come to the war-torn nation of Rohan and are reunited with the resurrected Gandalf before fighting against the legions of the treacherous wizard Saruman at the Battle of Helm's Deep. Like the other films in the trilogy, The Two Towers is widely recognized as one of the greatest and most influential films ever made, as well as one of the greatest sequels in cinema history. The film received numerous accolades. At the 75th Academy Awards, it was nominated for 6 awards, including Best Picture, winning for Best Sound Editing and Best Visual Effects. The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers is a 2002 epic fantasy adventure film directed by Peter Jackson from a screenplay by Fran Walsh, Philippa Boyens, Stephen Sinclair, and Jackson, based on 1954's The Two Towers, the second volume of the novel The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. The sequel to 2001's The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. The film is the second installment in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Awakening from a dream of Gandalf fighting the Balrog in Moria, Frodo Baggins, played by Elijah Wood, finds himself along with Samwise Gamgee, played by Sean Astin, lost in the Emyn Muil near Mordor. They discover that they are being tracked by Gollum, played by Andy Serkis, a former bearer of the ring. Capturing Gollum, Frodo allows him to guide them, reminding Sam that they need Gollum's help to infiltrate Mordor. Aragorn, played by Viggo Mortensen, Legolas, played by Orlando Bloom, and Gimli, played by John Davis, pursue a band of Uruk-hai to save their companions. Merry, played by Dominic Monaghan, and Pippin, played by Billy Boyd. Entering the kingdom of Rohan, the Uruk-hai are ambushed by a group of Rohirrim, allowing Merry and Pippin to escape into Fangorn Forest. Meeting Aragorn's group, Rohirrim's leader Yomer, played by Karl Urban, explains that he and his men have been exiled by Rohan's king. Theoden, played by Bernard Hill, who is under the control of Saruman, and his servant Grima Wormtongue, played by Brad Dourif. Yomer believes Merry and Pippin were killed during the raid, but leaves the group with 2 horses. In Fangorn, Aragorn's group encounters Gandalf, played by Ian McKellen, who, after his fight against the Balrog, was resurrected as Gandalf the White to help Middle-earth. Aragorn carried his story on his shoulder, and hobbits searching their path and away from the action. Gandalf leads the trio to Rohan's capital Edoras, where Gandalf frees Theoden from Saruman's control. Aragorn stops Theoden from executing Wormtongue, who flees. Learning of Saruman's plans to destroy Rohan with his Uruk-hai army, Theoden evacuates his citizens to the fortress of the Hornburg at Helm's Deep. Gandalf departs to find Yomer and his followers, hoping they will fight for their restored king. Aragorn befriends Theoden's niece, Eowyn, played by Miranda Otto, who becomes infatuated with him. When the refugees traveling to Helm's Deep are attacked by Saruman's warg-riding orcs, Aragorn falls from a cliff and is presumed dead. He is found by Theodred's horse, Brego, and rides to Helm's Deep, witnessing Saruman's army marching toward the fortress. In Rivendell, Orwyn, played by Liv Tyler, is told by her father Elrond, played by Hugo Weaving, that Aragorn will not return. He reminds her that if she remains in Middle-earth, she will outlive Aragorn by thousands of years, and she reluctantly departs for Valinor. Elrond is contacted by Galadriel of Lothlorien, played by Kate Blanchett, who convinces him that elves should honor their alliance to men, and they dispatch a company of elves to Helm's Deep. The musical score for The Two Towers was composed, orchestrated, and conducted by Howard Shore, who also composed the music for the other 2 films in the series. While the score for its predecessor and sequel won the Academy Award for Best Score, the soundtrack for The Two Towers was not nominated. Gollum leads Frodo and Sam through the dead marshes to the Black Gate, but recommends they enter Mordor by another route. Gollum is divided within himself. He is an infantilized rake who wants to please and befriends the hobbits, but he is also a hissing, bitter child man whose paranoia keeps him breathing and plotting. Frodo and Sam are captured by Rangers of Ithilien, led by Faramir, played by David Wenham, younger brother of the late Boromir. Frodo helps Faramir catch Gollum to save him from being killed by the Rangers. Learning of the ring, Faramir takes his captive to Gondor to bring the ring to his father Denethor. Passing through the besieged city of Osgiliath, Frodo tries to explain to Faramir the true nature of the ring, and Sam explains that Boromir was driven mad by its power. A Nazgul nearly captures Frodo, who falls under the ring's power, but Sam saves him. Impressed by Frodo's resolve, Faramir releases them. Feeling betrayed by his capture, Gollum decides he will reclaim the ring. In Fangorn, Merry and Pippin meet Treebeard and Ent. Convincing Treebeard that they are allies, they are brought to an Ent council, where the Ents decide not to take part in the coming war. Pippin asks Treebeard to take them in the direction of Isengard, where they witness the deforestation caused by Saruman's war effort. Enraged, Treebeard and the Ents storm Isengard, trapping Saruman played by Christopher Lee in his tower. Third act is occupied by battle scene. Impact of the action scenes are very powerful. Aragorn arrives at Helm's Deep, warning Theoden of Saruman's army approaching. Theoden prepares for battle despite being vastly outnumbered. A company of Lothlorien elves arrives to aid the people of Rohan shortly before Saruman's army attacks the fortress. The Uruk-hai breach the outer wall with explosives, and during the ensuing charge, kill the elves' commander Haldir, played by Craig Parker. The defenders retreat into the keep, where Aragorn convinces Theoden to meet the Uruk-hai in one last charge. At dawn, as the defenders are overwhelmed, Gandalf and Yomer arrives with the Rohirrim, turning the tide of the battle. The surviving Uruk-hai flee into Fangorn forest and are killed by the trees. Gandalf warns that Sauron will retaliate. Enjoy the spectacular film. If you enjoyed this video, then please like and share this video, do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click the bell icon.